this video, I'm going to show you how to align objects as well as maybe a fill and a stroke. So I'm going to just kind of clean up some of this, and we'll move these off just so it's a little bit cleaner, so we can kind of see things a little bit more simple. So you'll notice that this is slightly off, so they're not completely aligned. You can see that those center points aren't the same. So one quick way to do that, you'll notice under the Align palette, and again that's under Window. Any of your palettes don't show up there under the window, and you can see that there's a checkbox. They'll show up when you have a checkbox. So right now that you can see that the Align palette is available right here. So what this does is it aligns the objects, and once you select those two objects, they will be altered in different ways here. So you can see that if I want to align both of them on the horizontal left line, I click that, you can see that it's aligned them both this way. We can do that on the right side as well. We can do that on the top. So there's the vertical there or the bottom. So the other thing that we can do here is align them on the center lines. So this aligns them on the center axis here, and then this would align them on the vertical. And that's how we would get both of those to be perfectly aligned together. So these align objects on the top. So the bottom here is the distribution of objects. So let's say I have a bunch of squares, and I'm just going to quickly show you how to do this. But let's say they're not perfectly aligned, as you can see, or distributed across that. There's too much space and too little, and I would like that to be even. So I select all those objects, and we can do the same thing in terms of distribution. So in this case, they're all aligned on the top, so the distribution's fine on that sense, but I want to make sure that this vertical space is all the same. So I click on this middle one, and you can see how it will automatically kind of measure those out, so you can create patterns or even columns, those kinds of things. So the distribution, and again, these would distribute differently. I find myself mainly using the horizontal and vertical to create those. So those are kind of the Align palette in terms of how that works. Next, we'll talk about fill and stroke.